I appear for the 8th accused person. With counsel to beach.
I thought you were seated there.
I appear for the 8th accused person, Your Honor. My name is Muthomi Gitari.
Mudhoni?
Muthomi, Your Honor. Muthomi Gitari.
Muthomi Gitari. The other one told me is Muthomi.
No.
So you are two Muthomis.
Your Honor, there is a Muthomi and Muthomi.
You all know where we come from. Calling a Muthomi would be a serious matter. Muthomi is N.
Who has said Mudhoni?
English, no?
There was, I'm saying there was a Muthomi for accused 11, 12, 16, 18, and 21.
Yes, Your Honor. The clarification is that there are two Muthomis. My senior Muthomi Bianconi and Ms.
You are Muthomi Gitari.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, for accused 8. Who else has not been captured? Let's go to the reading of the charges now.
The charge sheet has got 16 counts. Let's start with count number 1. Count number 1 is in regard to accused number 1 to number 21, all of them. The charge is, you are all charged with a charge of conspiracy to commit an offense of corruption, contrary to section 47A, 3, as read in section 14 of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act of 2003. Particulars are that you, the range 21, between 1st January 2018 and 31st October 2018, at the Tharaka County government offices in Kadanwa town within the Tharaka County in the Republic of Kenya, jointly conspired to commit an offense of corruption, namely embezzlement of public funds from the county government of Tharaka with a sum of Kenya shillings 34,998,500 shillings in relation to tender number TN-CG complete 01 complete 2018 to year 2019 for the supply from installation and commissioning of an incinerator. Is that true or not true? Accused number 1, Onesmus. Not true. Frida. Florida. Haiton Blade.
Not true.
Teresia.
Not true.
Lee Mwenda.
Not true.
Jafet Mutugi.
Not true.
Emily Nkada.
Not true.
Mike Mulindi.
Not true.
Elsie Karibi.
Not true.
Kenneth Musuya.
Not true.
Caroline Shira.
Your Honor, that's the accused accepted in most cases.
David Bumba.
Not true.
Margaret Mudhoni.
Not true.
Aaron Mureithi.
Not true.
Jafet Gitonga. Jafet. George Miano.
Not true.
Westomax Investments Company Limited. Generation Electronics and R&D Limited.
Not true.
Genetic Suppliers Limited. Kenstar Electrical and Hardware Limited.
Not true.
Count number 2. Yes, count number 2. This is in regard to accused number 1, Onesimus Muthomi. Accused number 15, David Bugwa. Number 16, Margaret Mureithi. And 19, Generation Electrical and R&D Company. You are, the 4 of you are charged with the offense of fraudulent practice in procurement proceeding contrary to section 66, subsection 1 and 2, as read with section 177 of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act of 2015. Particulars are that the 4 of you, accused 1, accused 15, accused 16, and 19, between the date of 1st January 2018 and 24 September 2018, at county government offices in Kadanwa town within Tharaka County in the Republic of Kenya, being the governor, Tharaka County government, and directors of Generation Electronic and R&D Limited, and a private liability company, jointly engaged in a fraudulent procurement practice, namely procuring and supplying an incinerator to the county government of Tharaka Nithi in respect of tender number TN-01 year 2018-2019 for the supply, installation and commissioning of an incinerator, while presenting the fact that the same incinerator was procured and supplied by Westermarks Investment Limited. Is that true or not true? Onesimus?
No.
David Bulwa?
Not true.
Margaret? And Generation Electronic and Allied Company Limited. The director?
Not true.
Thank you. Count number 3 is particularly to accused number 1. The charge is that you are charged the offense of conflict of interest contrary section 42, subsection 3, as read in section 48 of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act of 2003. Particulars are that Mr. Onesimus Muthomi Njuki, between the 1st January 2018 and 31st October 2018 at county government offices in Kavanwa Town, within Tharaka Nithi County in the Republic of Kenya, being the agent of the county government of Tharaka Nithi, working as the governor of the county, knowingly held an indirect private interest in the contract for tender number TNCG of the 1 of the year 2018-2019 for the supply, installation and commissioning of an incinerator for Kenya shillings 34,998,500 shillings between the county government of Tharaka Nithi and Westermarks Investments Limited through Generation Electronic and Allied Company. Is that true or not true?
Not true.
Count number 4.
This in regards to Frinda Muthomi Murungi. You are charged with the offense of abuse of office contract section 46 as held in section 48 of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act of 2003. Particulars are that between the dates of 11 July 2018 and 6 September of 2018 at county government offices in Kavanwa Town within Tharaka Nithi County in the Republic of Kenya, being the chief officer for Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Tharaka Nithi County, used your office to improperly confer a benefit upon Westermarks Investments Company Limited of Kenya shillings 34,998,500 shillings by executing a contract for tender number TNCG /01 year 2018 year 2019 for the supply, installation and commissioning of an incinerator before the lapse of 14 days from the date of notification of award. Is that true or not true, Frida? Frida? Count number 5. This is in regard to Frida again. Frida Muthomi Murungi. You are charged the offense of willful failure to comply with the rules, applicable procedures and guidelines relating to procurement contract section 45, subsection 2B, as read with section 48 of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act of 2003. Particulars of the offense are that Frida Muthomi Murungi, between the dates of 11 July 2018 and 6 September of 2018 at county government offices in Kavanwa Town within Tharaka Nithi County in the Republic of Kenya, being the chief officer for Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Tharaka Nithi County, willfully failed to comply with section 135, subsection 3 of the Public Procurement and Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act of the year 2015 by executing a contract for tender number TNCG /01 year 2018 year 2019 for the supply, installation and commissioning of an incinerator between the lapse of 14 days from the date of notification of award. Is that true or not true? Count number 6. Again, in regard to Frinda, you are charged with the offense of willful failure to comply with the rules, applicable procedures and guidelines relating to procurement, contrary to Section 45, subsection 2B, as related with Section 48 of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act of 2003. Particulars of the offense are that Frinda Muthomi, between the dates of 11 July 2018 and 6 September 2018 at county government offices in Kavana town within Tharaka County in the Republic of Kenya, being the Chief Officer for Department of Environment and Resources, Tharaka County, willfully failed to comply with Section 70, subsection 2 and 3 of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act of 2015 by preparing two different set of tender documents in respect to tender number TNCG/01/year 2018 year 2019 for the supply, installation and commissioning of an incinerator, therefore defeating fair competition among the participating bidders. Is that true or not true? Count number 7. This again in regard to Frinda. You are charged with the offense of failure to submit a project report to the National Environment Management Authority contrary to Section 138A and B of the Environmental Management and Coordination Act. Particulars of the offense are that you, Frinda, between the dates of 11 July 2018 and 18 July 2018 at county government offices in Kavana town within Tharaka County in the Republic of Kenya, being the Chief Officer for the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Tharaka County, initiated and engaged in a project for tender number TNCG/01/year 2018 year 2019 for the supply, installation and commissioning of a solid waste incinerator without adhering to the provisions of Section 58 of the Environmental Management and Coordination Act. Is that true or not true? Count number 8. This is the accused in count number 8 is again Frinda. Frinda, you are charged the offense of willful failure to comply with the rules, applicable procedures and guidelines relating to procurement contrary to Section 45, subsection 2B, as related with Section 48 of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act of 2003. And the particulars of the offense are that on or about 19 August 2018 at the county government offices in Kavana town within
It's not Florida. It's Florida. There's Florida and there's Florida.
Sorry for that.
Just read my name.
Yeah. Sorry for that. This is Florinda. Sorry for that. Accused number 3. Florinda Kiendi Mtiwa. Ntwiga. Florida. Yeah, this count number 8 is in regard to you, and you are charged with the offense of willful failure to comply with the rules, applicable procedures and guidelines relating to procurement contrary to Section 45, subsection 2B, as related with the Section 48 of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act of 2003. Particulars are that Florinda Kendi, on or about 9th August 2018 at county government offices in Kavana town within Tharaka County in the Republic of Kenya, being the head of procurement, Tharaka County, willfully failed to comply with Section 84(1) of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act of 2015 by preparing a professional opinion in respect of tender number TNCG/01/year 2018 year 2019 for the supply, installation and commissioning of solid waste incinerator without the relevant evaluation committee report. Is that true or not true, Florida? Count number 9. This is in regard to Lee Mwenda, accused number 6. Accused number 7, Japhet Mutungi. Accused 8, Emily Nkava, 9, Mike Mrevi, and 10, Elsie Karibi. You are charged with the offense of willful failure to comply with the laws, applicable procedures and guidelines relating to procurement, contrary to section 45, subsection 2b, as rendered with section 48 of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act of 2003. Particulars are that the 5 of you on or about on 9th and 10th of August 2018 at county government offices in Kadwana town within Tharaka County in the Republic of Kenya, being members of the evaluation committee, jointly willfully failed to comply with section 46 subsection 4e of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act of 2015 by undertaking evaluation in relation to tender number TNCG/01/year 2018-year 2019 for the supply, installation and commissioning of an incinerator using 2 different sets of tender documents, therefore defeating fair competition among the participating bidders. Is that true or not true? Lee Mwenda, Jafet Mutungi, Emily Nkava, Mike Mrevi, Elsie Karibi. Count number 10. This is in particular to Highton Mrevi Joel. Highton, you are charged with the offense of abuse of office contrary to section 46 as rendered with section 48 of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act of 2003. Particulars of the offense are that between the dates of 10th September and 25th September of 2018 at county government offices in Kadwana town within Tharaka County in the Republic of Kenya, being finance officer, undertaking the duties validation of payments through IFMIS, Tharaka County, you used your office to improperly confer a benefit to wit Kenya shillings 34,998,500 shillings by validating payments to Westmarks Investments Company Limited for tender number TNCG/01/year 2018-year 2019 without the requisite authorization. Is that true or not true? Count number 11.
What did he say?
Count number 11. The accused is number 5, Teresia Kagonji Bulia. Teresia, you are charged with the offense of abuse of the office contrary to section 46 as rendered with section 48 of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act of 2003. Particulars are that on or about 10th September 2018 at county government offices in Kadwana town within Tharaka County in the Republic of Kenya, being finance officer attached in IFMIS section, Tharaka County, you used your office to improperly confer a benefit to wit Kenya shillings 34,998,500 shillings by invoicing to IFMIS system for payment to Westmarks Investments Company Limited for tender number TNCG/01/year 2018-year 2019 without the requisite authorization. Is that true or not true? Count number 12. In regard to Kenneth, the accused is accused number 11, Kenneth Musuya. Accused 12, Caroline Shira. Accused 18, Westmarks Investments Limited. You are charged with the offense of fraudulent practice in procurement proceedings contrary to section 66, subsection 1 and subsection 2, as rendered with section 177 of Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act of 2015. Particulars of the offense are that between the dates of 20th July 2018 and 20th August 2018 at county government offices in Kadwana town within Tharaka County in the Republic of Kenya, being directors of Westomax Investments Limited and a limited liability company, jointly fraudulently submitted a forged performance bond dated 20th August 2018, purporting it to be a genuine document issued by Madison General Insurance Kenya Limited in respect of tender number TNCG/01/year 2018-year 2019 for the supply, installation and commissioning of an incinerator. True or not true? Kenneth? Caroline Shira? Westomax Investments Limited. Count number 13. Again, in particular, the accused persons are accused 11, Kenneth, accused 12, Caroline Shira, and Westomax Investments. You are charged with the offense of fraudulent acquisition of public property, contrary section 45(1)(a), as well with section 48 of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act of 2003. Particulars of the offense are that the three of you, Kenneth, Caroline, and Westomax Investments Limited, on 24th September 2018 at Consolidated Bank, Ebu Branch, in the Republic of Kenya, being directors of Westomax Investments Limited and a limited liability company, jointly and fraudulently acquired public property to wit Kenya shillings 32,138,277 shillings and 75 cents from the county government of Tharaka in respect of tender number TNCG/01/year 2018-2019 for the supply, installation and commissioning of an incinerator. Is that true or not true? Kenneth? Kenneth?
Not true.
Thank you. Caroline, sorry. Westomax Investments. Count number 14. The accused persons in this count are Kenneth Musuya, Caroline, Japheth Gitonga, and Westomax Limited. You are all charged with the offense of money laundering, contrary section 3, subsection A, section 3A, Roman 1, as related with section 16 of the Proceedings of Crimes and Anti-Money Laundering Act of 2009. Particulars of the offense are that you, the four of you, between the dates of 24th September and 2nd October 2018 at Consolidated Bank, Ebu Branch, being directors of Westomax Investments Company Limited, a businessman and a limited liability company, respectively, jointly engaged in a transaction to withdraw Kenya shillings 9,418,000, whose effect was to distinguish the disposition of the said money, whilst you ought to reasonably have known the said money was part of proceedings of crime. True or not true? Kenneth? Caroline Shira, sorry. Japheth Gitonga? Westomax Investments Limited. Now to count 15. The accused persons here are Kenneth, Caroline, Westomax, and Kenstar Electrical. The four of you are charged with the money laundering, contrary section 3A, Roman 1, as related with the section 16 of the Proceedings of Crime and Anti-Money Laundering Act of 2009. Particulars are that the four of you between the dates of 24th September and 2nd October 2018 at Consolidated Bank, Embu Branch, being directors of Westomax Investments Company and Kenstar Electrical and Handware Limited and limited liability companies, respectively jointly engaged in a transaction to transfer Kenya shillings 4,980,000 from Westomax Investments Company Limited to Kenstar Electrical and Handware Limited, whose effect was to distinguish the disposition of the said money, whilst you ought to reasonably have known the said money was part of proceeds of crime. True or not true? Kenneth? Westomax, Kenstar Electrical. Asante. Count number 15, and I hope the last one. 16, sorry.
Read out the names again in count 15.
The names were Kenneth Musuya.
How does this the names inside?
Kenneth, you said true or not true? Caroline is not there. We have Westomax and Kenstar. Caroline is count number 16. This is regard to Kenneth Musuya, Caroline again, and Westomax Investments Limited. The three of you are charged with the offense of unlawfully failing to pay taxes, contrary to section 45, subsection 1D, as related with section 48, 1, subsection 1B of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act of 2003. Particulars of the offense are that between the dates of 1st September and 25th September 2018, at the county government offices in Kadwana town within Tharaka County in the Republic of Kenya, being directors of Westomax Investments Company Limited, jointly and unlawfully failed to pay 16% VAT taxes to Kenya Revenue Authority of Kenya shillings, that 2,134,277 shillings and 75 cents received in bank account number 100412022000145 at Consolidated Bank Embu branch belonging Westomax Investment Company Limited as payment of tender number TN-01/year 2018 to year 2019. Is that true or not true? Kenneth Musuya? Westomax, Carol is not here. Westomax Investment? Thank you.
That's a doctrine of not guilty against each accused. Yes.
With regard to case 12, who is not present, that's Caroline Shizamagui.
Yes.
That has been informed that the service is not well. But you're not yet been given evidence.
Yeah?
You're not yet been furnished with evidence of the same.
Yes, Your Honor, indeed.
No. It's not your turn yet. And I'm just waving this so that you see we are given it to you. Now you can proceed. You have not been?
Not yet applied to medical record.
Yes.
Same. Of the same order. And the same they are available with whether they be tied to the prosecution for purposes of verification.
Yes.
And with regard to the bail and bond, the prosecution is not opposed to the accused person being granted bail, reasonable bail term.
Yes.
We have appealed, Your Honor, that in exercising its discretion in granting suitable bail and bond terms,
Yes.
and in line with Section 123A of the Criminal Procedure Code, and the Bail and Bond Guidelines 2015, Section Paragraph 4.9, this Honorable Court do take into consideration the following issues. One,
Yes.
the nature and gravity of the charges facing the accused persons. And in this case, Your Honor, the accused face numerous counts under the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act and the Proceeds of Crime and Anti-Money Act. Economic crimes alleged.
Yes.
To be paid, Your Honor, the this Honorable Court do grant bail and bond terms that are commensurate with the gravity of the offense. And in this regard, Your Honor, we shall be relying on two cases. That's the Indian case, Court of Indian case of Nimaganda, Prasad versus CBI.
Versus?
Versus CBI.
Yes.
Hyderabad, dated 9th May 2019. And in particular with the dated 9th May 2013. And in particular, Your Honor, will be drawing the court's attention to paragraph 26 of the said judgment, in which the court noted that in recent times, economic offences have had serious repercussions on the development of the country as a whole. Indeed, Your Honor, the court, at paragraph 28, noted, and I quote, economic offences constitute a class apart and need to be visited with a different approach in the matter of bail. It's noted, and I quote, the economic offense of deep-rooted conspiracies and involving huge loss of public funds and need to be viewed seriously and considered as grave offenses affecting the economy of the country as a whole and thereby posing serious threats to the financial health of the country.
Yes.
The same Honor, the same was echoed by Honorable Justice Njuki in the case of Mohammed Abdallah Swazuri, and 23 others.
Repeat that. Mohammed
Abdallah Swazuri and 23 others versus Republic, 2019, BKLR. At paragraph 42, where she noted as a quote, "We are familiar with corruption because, as this court observed in the case of Ronfulal and Umeyata, it wreaked havoc on our society and economy and the needs and rights of citizens." Attached to this, Your Honor, we also request to this honorable court, you take into consideration the seriousness and gravity of punishment in the event that the accused persons are found guilty. In the event of the honor, the accused found guilty under the Proceeds and Anti-Money Act, that is section 16, the state stipulates for imprisonment of a term of up to 14 years.
Yes.
And section 48, Your Honor, calls for the mandatory sentence. And a look at the charge sheet, Your Honor, will reveal that the amount of money the subject matter of this case is 34,998,500,000, which attracts a mandatory fine of approximately 4,276,500.
Just repeat that.
The charge sheet before Your Honor.
No, just the figures.
34 million.
The other figures.
64 million. 276. 555.5.
Yes.
In this regard, Your Honor, will rely on the case of Mohammed Abdallah Swazuri.
The one you mentioned there?
Yes, Your Honor, the one you mentioned at paragraph 36. Where the court noted.
Yeah.
Where the court noted.
Yeah.
Where the court noted in summary that where an accused person is charged with a grave offense, and in particular misappropriation, there's more severe the bail or bond punishment.
Okay.
Further, Your Honor, the last issue, with respect to the severity of the punishment,
Yeah.
it was also noted in the same case that where such severe sentences are likely to be meted out by the court, the higher the incentive and motivation for an accused person to interfere with witnesses or even to abscond to avoid facing such consequences. In this regard, Your Honor,
Yes.
to counter such fears, we pray that this honorable court do grant orders that the accused person
Yes.
that the accused person do not meet the jurisdiction of this honorable court without the court's permission. Those your honor who do not have a document, we pray that this honorable court
Yes.
do issue orders directing them to submit copies of their IDs and their full names for purposes of verification with the director of immigration. Those who honor with passports, we pray that the court will issue an order for the same to deposit their passports to the court. You know, from the charge sheet, you note that accused number 1 all the way to accused number 10 are Tharaka County government officials. And in respect to the person accused of honor, he is the current governor of Tharaka. To whom all employees of the county are answerable to. Majority of whom your honor, the prosecution have lined up and called them as witnesses in this case. The said public officers, your honor, do yield substantial clout and great influence in the county, and we pray that this honorable court guided by the case of Ferdinand Njuki, Waititu Babayao, and 12 others versus Republic, 2019, UKLR.
Just repeat that.
Ferdinand Njuki, Waititu Babayao, and 12 others versus Republic, 2019, UKLR.
Yes.
Do consider granting orders barring the said public officers from accessing their offices, the public offices of the county, unless accompanied by a police officer, in this case from USCC. And then further, your honor, that the accused person do not contact any witnesses or in any way whatsoever interfere or threaten the witnesses that the prosecution has lined up.
Yes. And counsels, please be brief. I can only sit up to 1. I have a personal appointment after 1. I expected these charges to be brought earlier. So when you are responding, consider that.
Your Honor, we will
Yes,
consider that.
yes, Mr.
And we
Nyamu.
will consider the hope that you will be able to give us a decision before you depart for your personal appointment at 1 o'clock.
At
So
what?
it shall be very brief.
Yeah, yes,
Your Honor, good morning again.
Yes, morning.
Many thanks for the opportunity to respond to the learned prosecutor's submission of bail.
yes,
I understood the learned prosecutor to state was on her feet that bail is not opposed.
yes,
We acknowledge for the accused that that by no means that bail is automatic. Bail is at the discretion of Your Honor. And Your Honor, we urge that you admit the accused person from bail on terms that are reasonable. Your Honor, bearing in mind that the purpose of bail is to ensure that the accused persons attend court as and when the court requires them to attend during the life of this trial. And Your Honor, bail is not punitive. And Your Honor, we urge you as you impose the terms for bail
yes,
to bear that fact in mind. Bail is not a punishment.
yes,
If there is any punishment due to the accused persons, Your Honor, that will follow as by law required if there is a conviction at the conclusion of this trial. Bail is merely to ensure that the accused persons attend court as and when they are required to attend court.
yes,
Your Honor, it is now settled law that when considering what comes to admit the accused persons on bail,
yes,
the trial court, which Your Honor is this morning, should consider the individual circumstances Your Honor, of the accused person. And by circumstances, I mean the allegations that are made against them in the charge sheet. Your Honor, in